Hey everybody, welcome back to our neck of the woods. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope you guys have a good new year.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, so as Erin is packing up the car, we're gonna go to her in-laws for Christmas today. As you can see, we've got a white Christmas going on, and in fact, I think this is the first white Christmas that I remember in years. In fact, I don't think it's snowed on Christmas, I think for the past 10 plus. Quick updates that I want to go over with you guys. Obviously, as you can see, the roof did not get put on this week, but that was probably my bad because obviously I forgot that Christmas was coming up. The roofers were pretty much on holiday. One of their foremans was sick and I think another one went out of town. So that's why they couldn't get it on like Monday or Tuesday before the holiday really hit. But some updates that I wanted to go over with you guys real quick. In these corners, we are not going to be able to use diamond piers. Diamond pier is kind of refusing to sell to me. The DP100 and 200s, they won't sell to the public unless you've got an engineered report for them and a soil compression test. We already had a oil or a soil sample done like out in the front yard and all throughout, so we could pick where our well and septic and stuff are going to go. But this other test apparently is extremely expensive, and it's actually kind of like pushing down on the soil to test how strong it is. They can't just go off of Ohio's minimum code of like 1,500 pounds per square foot. So they basically, they refuse. They just won't do it. Kind of upset about it, but I'm waiting for the engineer to hear back that there's a possibility that in this corner right here, a few inches in, that we can use a DP75, and then over in this corner right here, we would use another DP75. Now, obviously you're not going to have a load transfer then from a 6-inch pole or beam going all the way down here through this corner and all the way down. It's going to be split a little bit. So we have to see if the engineer will approve that. The main beam though going down this way is actually a triple beam. So while this is only a single, there are 3 that are going to go down this way. So that could support a lot of that load because 3 of these is actually 4.5 inches versus the pole, which is 5.5 inches. That could support basically all of that load, even though it is a few inches off. But again, we got to wait on the engineer and see what he says about that. So that's really it for updates. Roof didn't get put on. The corners are gonna have to change. We can still use the diamond piers kind of in the middle on that main beam. So that's not gonna be a problem. It's just the corners. Are we gonna have to pay more money to drill those out, or can we just go with like 275s and put them there? Again, we gotta wait and see what the engineer is gonna say. I think there's a possibility that we will be able to still do it, but we'll see. So we're gonna head over to the in-laws now. Hopefully it'll be a nice Christmas over there and everyone's healthy and safe. We're gonna go over a few presents. One thing I got for the Mercedes, and we got a few other things, like I got this nice hoodie, and I also got this little microphone lapel. And what I love about this thing is gonna be that I don't ever have to worry about switching over the mic, that when you guys are looking at me and then I turn away, I don't have to worry about keep switching the microphone back and forth, because if you don't do that, you lose all the audio, and then in editing you've got to jack up the sound. So hopefully this will help as I'm like walking around. I can actually set this far away and you guys can still hear me. I can actually go do stuff, and again, I can still talk to you. So this thing, hopefully the audio comes through and it works great. It's a Rode Lite. And so far so good. I tested it once and walked all the way behind the trailer, and it was sitting up here in the house, so it was able to still pick me up perfectly. But again, hopefully it comes across in editing and through YouTube that you guys can still hear, so we'll see. But I'm gonna get my jacket on, we're gonna get going, and again, happy holidays, and we'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, everybody, back home, and you can see what I got myself for Christmas. So there's actually 2 of these. I only brought 1 set in because they just take up room in here. But this is a catless downpipe off of one turbo, and the other catless downpipe bottom section, I should say. So we've got actually 2 of these, since the AMG is actually twin turboed. This thing here with tuning, I believe, adds somewhere around another 70 horsepower and over like 130 foot-pounds of torque. So these things with again, with tuning on the car, should be somewhere around I believe 750 horse now, and almost like 830 torque, or it's 730 horse and 850 torque. It's something ridiculous. The factory car has basically 4 catalytic converters on it, 2 on each downpipe. So the factory downpipe, if this is all one unit, you'd have 1 cat here, 1 cat here, times 2 sides, so you'd have 4 catalytic converters. So you're basically getting all of that restriction going to complete open flow, and then these things are just going to be monstrous, awesome, and I cannot wait to hear let you guys hear the sound that comes out of this thing. All right, everybody, that should wrap it up. I hope you guys have a nice holiday and a good new year coming up, because we all know 2020 wasn't a great year, but wishing you all the best, and thank you for all of the support and love that you guys are giving us. We've come a long way, and we appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys. It was a pretty good way to end 2020, even though it's not officially over yet, but having you guys there to support us has helped a lot. Oh, is it rolling?
Mm-hmm.
What? Tell the people thank you.
She says, let me go.
She don't like to be on camera so much.
Nope. All right, guys. Merry Christmas. Take care.